Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Sam, it's lovely to meet you. If you're not new around here, welcome back. I don't normally wear stuff like this, but I thought I would for today's video because who wants to come on safari with me? You all do. And that is what we're going to do today. We are going to be playing with the new Nomad cosmetics release. So let's just dive straight into it. So this is the newest release from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Okavango Safari. I never know how to pronounce these palettes. Can they just go to Bilston? Because I can pronounce that. So much easier. Go to Wolverhampton. I can pronounce it. I think I can get a good palette out of the name of Wolverhampton. But seriously now, these are the little postcards that always come with their palette. If you are new to Nomad, new to the brand, they always give some of their proceedings towards a charity of the destination choice. This time is obviously Okavango, as I have to say. I do apologise. But let me read you a little bit more about it. So the destination: feel the rumble, hear the crash, see the herd. Welcome to Botswana's Okavango Delta and its awe-inspiring animal kingdom. This natural oasis that springs to life with seasonal floodwaters is home to some of the world's most endangered animals, sustaining the largest population of elephants on Earth and robust communities of rhinos, hippos, lions and African wild dogs. A safari to the Okavangos creates once-in-a-lifetime experience and supports conservation of this vast area and its precious wildlife. So, all about the colour story now. It's a majestic kingdom, expressive safari, huge colours inspired by Okavangos, magnificent creatures from golden lions and green crocodiles to grey elephants and dark brown buffaloes. 9 majestic mats, 3 stunning shimmers and 3 animal print shimmer swirls encased in a soft touch leopard print palette. The cause this time: we are excited to help protect the majestic animals and the communities of the safari by supporting the Wilderness Wildlife Trust. I just think that is amazing. I will always big up this brand, but I will always give you my honest opinion. So yeah, let's just dive straight in to the palette. This is what the outer packaging looks like. Honestly, it is absolutely beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it always gives you the colour shades on the back. It tells you the destination, the coordinates and their inspiration. Their inspiration's the big 5. I don't know what that means. They are cruelty and vegan free, and I'm never too sure on the shelf life. I'm pretty sure it's 12 months, but I cannot think for, yeah, 12 months, I'm correct. So yeah, that is the outer packaging. Cute little animal. I absolutely love it. I really do. Now, when I first saw this palette, like sneak peek, like a little tiny clip, I don't think there was any colour or anything like that. I couldn't quite work out the animal that was on the front, but I thought it was a cow print. I actually thought it was a cow print. I actually messaged them and said, is that a cow print? And they were like, the music gives it away. And I was like, oh, I didn't listen. I didn't have my sound on. So I put my sound on and I soon realised that it was not cows. Okay, so I'm sorry. But this is what the inside looks like. Oh my God, it's soft, plush packaging. It is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I love this packaging. Does it beat Sid the Sloth? If you're new around here, favourite Nomad palette is my Monteverde Cloud Forest, and that packaging and Sid holds a very special place in my heart. But yeah, I just love this, and the little elephant on the front. I think they have smashed this packaging. And this, if you haven't already seen it all over the internet, is what the colour story looks like. It is beautiful. You've got a row of neutrals, a row of greens and a row of cool tones. These are your 3 animal prints and you have your 3 shimmers. I personally, first impressions, prefer a brighter shimmer. I don't really see an inner corner highlight shade for me personally. I can use a highlighter, but sometimes, you know, when you just want it all in one palette, I'm just going to say that. And the shimmers that they've chose seem very dark and very grungy, and I do get the colour strawberry, but me personally, if I'm just nitpicking from first impressions, they might appear totally different on the eye. Now, I'm not going to swatch this palette simply because I've watched a lot of videos on it already, and I've noticed that a lot of people are getting hard pan in their swirly shadows. They're still workable, but they are getting hard pan, so I really don't want to dip my finger in there. But the shimmers do look very, very sparkly. They're not shifty, they're not like the Royal Europe palette that they released last. But they do look really super sparkly, so I don't want to put the natural oils of my fingers in these, and you know, I want to try and protect it a little bit longer. I'm just going to do one look for you today because I would have done two and I would have done another look tomorrow and then uploaded the video, but I am at work tomorrow, so I'm just not going to have time. But I will definitely do some pre-filming with this. I am going away towards the end of the month. I'm currently pre-filming with Stone and Rock palette, so there will be more looks coming with it. Just bear with me because I'm trying to film for now and pre-film and have 2 kids, and honestly it's all up in the air, plus do TikTok, plus work. Honestly, my life is a little bit crazy at the moment, so let's decide what we want to do. I think because I'm wearing quite like browny tones today, I think I want to stick to more of the neutrals. Here am I wanting to create a neutral look. Yeah, I think I just want to stick to that top row today. So I'm going to start out and see whether this is a nice transition shade on me. I'm going to start out with the shade Towering Giraffes. Speaking of going away, I have asked on my community tab, I'm going to do like a chatty get ready with me, answering some of your questions. So definitely leave me some questions down below. I had quite a lot on Instagram, but YouTube has been pretty quiet, so yeah, let me know of any questions that you want me to ask and answer, and I will be sure to answer as many as I can. But I have had a lot over on Instagram, so I'm just gonna, that is such a beautiful transition shade. It's very lightly pigmented. I have noticed with Nomad's matte, so they're either very buildable like this formula, or they are insanely pigmented, but they're always blendable. So yeah, I always like to just go in with a light hand just to make sure that we are, you know, going in the right direction. But this is definitely the mattes of like a very soft, this is such a beautiful transition shade. I absolutely love that as a transition shade. It's so beautiful. Really, really impressed with that so far. I think I'm going to mix Elusive Leopards with Pack of Wild Dogs on that outer corner and run that through the crease. Remember that we weren't zoomed in, so I've done that. I'm just going to take a little bit on a referral one, a little bit of that and a little bit of that, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then I'm just going to pack that right onto the outer corner, right where I want the most pigment. I love this brush for like packing and then fluffing out. So yeah, it's just the perfect shape. Okay, and then I'm going to start to blend it into that transition shade that we've got going on. Wow, look at that, that's stunning. Okay, I am so impressed with those mattes at the minute. And then because I want to deepen it up just a little bit more, I'm going to take the shade Honking Hippos. Oh my god, the names of these shades are so good. I'm just going to take that on a Morphe 506. And the deeper mattes are normally very, very pigmented, so I'm just going to, I just want to do a little bit of that right there. Not too much, just want to create some depth. That is absolutely beautiful. These mattes are layering on top of one another so beautifully, which, let's face it, I always knew that they would. This is going to be such a perfect palette for those neutral lovers. I'm really glad Nomad normally do quite bold, colourful palettes, and I just think they've added something amazing to their collection. As always, I'm going to go in with a little bit of NYX glitter glue just on the area that I've left open. I'm just going to tap that all the way over and leave it to go like a little bit tacky for a minute. Shimmers, I have literally no idea, but I think if I do use one of these swirling ones, I'm going to have to go in with a brush. But I will just swatch this one. Oh, that's very soft. That's pretty. Oh, that's got a little bit of a pink to it. I think I am going to use those two. I think I'm going to use, what is that one called? Roaring Lions towards here, and then Leaping Luchas? Luchas? I don't know what that is. Towards the inner corner, but I am going to use a brush just to save, and hopefully these shadows will not hard pan on me. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to clean a brush because I'm just never prepared. I'm like never ever prepared. Let's see how well this picks up on a brush. I'm picking it up on a Refa 21. I don't want to dirty it. Oh, I'm trying to try and keep it to... Okay. Yeah, they are very hardly pressed. I don't think if I didn't swatch these it would have really... Like if I did, I don't think it really would have made a difference, to be quite honest. Still very, very beautiful on the eye. They're really difficult to pick up on a brush. But I think once you get there, you get there. I've totally made a mess now of this shade. So imagine they're all going to be the same. So I probably could have swatched it, but I just wanted to, I was just hoping, you know, when you're just hopeful. But I love that shade. That is beautiful. You don't get any of the like greyness in there, you know, like the grey stripes. It's just mainly for decoration. But I do find Nomad shimmers, like they do have this problem in some majority of their palettes, so where some shades hard pan. So I just think that, I don't know if they need to like change their shimmer formula or yeah, I just think like that one, this one, Leaping Luchas, whatever, has just picked up so easily on that brush. That's super soft, so I don't know if it's because there's a different formula in those ones to obviously create that effect. But sometimes, you know, you have to kind of weigh it up. Do I want it to look good, or do I want it to perform? Do I want it to perform good? Bear with me. On this sort of flattish liner brush, I am going to take the shade Rumbling Elephant and kind of do like a little bit of a liner situation. So that's something that I normally do, so I think I'm going to just hop off camera because I think I need to concentrate. I like how that has just added a little bit of depth. Lower lash line. Do I go in with the... I'm trying to use as many shades as I can. Don't know if I've noticed. But I think I might go in with Crash of Rhinos and then blend it out with Towering Giraffes again. That could work. I want to keep that really tight and close to that lower lash line here. So I'm taking it on a Cosmic Brushes CB5 brush. And I'm just going to run it like a little bit here. Okay. And connect it up a little bit there. That looks really nice. I'm still keeping it neutral. And then I'm going to buff it back out with that Towering Giraffe shade just on that Morphe 506, just cleaning it off. Just to buff it out. I think I've popped myself in the eye. Just to help with the blend. That is looking super nice. I'm really impressed with how this is looking, guys. I'm gonna hop off camera, do the other eye, find something for my inner corner, which will probably just be my highlighter if I'm being honest, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the finished look. And this is the completed look using the new Nomad Okavango palette. Let's zoom out and I will give you my first impressions. So to wrap this video up, I used my Jaclyn Cosmetics Smooth Bronze in the waterline. I used my Rust Nude Lip Liner, which I cannot find, from Cash Beauty. I do have the matching lipsticks. It is a lip kit, but I couldn't find it, so I couldn't use it unfortunately. So I used Milani in the shade Tease. Everything else will be linked and listed down below. Let's talk about the palette, the packaging, the overall experience. I ordered this on launch day. It took 8 days, 7 days, 8 days to arrive. That is the quickest a palette from Nomad has ever gotten to me. So 10 out of 10. I don't know if they've changed brands, I don't know if they've changed shipping companies, but oh my god, this got here super fast. I was like really impressed. I was thinking I was going to be on holiday and this was going to come, but no. So I gladly got to play with it before I go away. I love the outer carton. I will definitely be keeping this, and the inside packaging is just so beautiful. It feels so luxurious. I love like the gold. I love the little elephant on the front. Just super nice touches. They always add those super nice touches to their packaging, and they are absolutely killing it with their colour stories this year. They really are. I just feel like they just need to like work on their shimmer formula. I mean, the ones without the swirly prints are absolutely fine, and these ones, even with the swirly prints, are nowhere near as bad as the ones that were in that Love and Death palette. But I feel like it can sometimes be a little bit repetitive where their shimmers tend to hard pan, so I don't know what their formula is, but maybe that should be tweaked a little bit. But like I said, these were still workable. I could still pick them up on a brush. They were a little bit hard, a little bit, I had to scratch my brush in there a little bit, and I did spray my brush this side, and that really helped with that pigment. But they are very pigmented, very shiny, and very sparkly, which I absolutely love. I do wish there were some more lighter tones in here, but I will stand by the fact that I think it's because the packaging behind is so dark that sometimes it can make the shimmers, the mattes look even darker. Because this one up here was just seemed very light on the eye, so I will have to test those out. I love how they lay their palettes out. I love the fact that we've got light, mid and deep. I think that is super clever, great for beginners, and I do think they're going to have a lot of beginners come to their brand with this palette, due to the fact that there are so many people out there that love neutral colour stories at the moment. It's neutral city everywhere. Everyone loves neutral, so I think that this palette's really going to speak to a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of newcomers are going to come. So I think it's great. It's great how they've laid it out. Very clever. Yeah, I don't have any other problems with it. I just wish there was an inner corner highlight. I really do, but that's personal preference, you know what I mean? Some people are just happy to pull in a highlighter, and I did that today, so I didn't have like major struggles, and I didn't have no problems with the mattes. They were super easy to blend out, super easy to build up. They were spectacular. So Nomad, you've smashed it again. I am in love with this colour story, and I am not a neutral lover, but I think they've really nailed it where if you're a colour lover, you're not going to mind this palette, but if you're a neutral lover, you're going to love this palette. Let me know down in the comments, have you picked this palette up? Is there, you know, something else that is catching your eye from Nomad now that you've had this palette? Let me know. I'm very interested to know your thoughts down in the comments. And that is it from me today, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed coming on safari with me, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.